Good morning! Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna have a good day, so come on, get up and stand. Woo! Sicto in crypto. Good morning to everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Damn, it's Friday. Wonderful day to say. Let's get right into the crypto space. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope it really is a wonderful morning. I repeat again. We're going to talk a little bit today. You hit the like and subscribe. Come on over here. We are at all-time high subscribers. Do appreciate your help. And I'm not sure if people really do get it, but there was a video 8 days ago now, adding another day to it. Short squeeze was coming. What if I were to tell you that I think there is another short squeeze coming, but perhaps it won't be here until we get this little correction. So hang tight. We're excited to let you know. You come over here, hit the bell, all notification, and then become a subscriber. We are 2 subscribers away from the 143. I love you. And I do love you guys very much. Appreciate all the support I've been getting recently. Talking about some things, I want to get into the chart. Surprise for everyone. Not many people are going to realize, but this morning we are going to do a brief chart analysis on Jasmy, the payment system. So if you're excited about that this morning, a little bit of what's going on in the crypto space, and we're just going to, I guess, reiterate a little bit of what has been happening. So I said to a lot of people, we were trading 16,000 8 days ago. I said we will need to be somewhere around the 900 billion market cap in order for us to be considered around the 19,000 price. Wall Street Pete has this somewhere timestamped in one of his videos, right? We're not going to go back to look, but we do know that this is the stuff he says and things do come true. Pretty accurate channel, not financial advice, but let's get into it right now without further ado. Cardano getting to the 33 cents. We talked about a 40 something cents coming. We're pretty excited for that. Dogecoin looking to break above the 8 cents, and Polygon looking to get somewhere above the dollar range before we're trying to accumulate as much as we can before it gets there. So a couple things this channel likes to talk about in the morning. We talked about El Salvador. Well, El Salvador, Miss Universe walking around looking very ravishing here. The Bitcoin looking in cash, walking around in cash, right? It's pretty cool. Bitcoin tender, as we know back in the day. I'm not sure if people get it, but pretty exciting news about El Salvador as they went from cocoa, as they went from a few things now. Pretty exciting to talk about it as soon as I can get to it. Where is it? Here we can. I don't even know where the hell it is. So here it is. El Salvador, for you to know the background real quickly, El Salvador suffered a devastating civil war, obviously, as most of us know our history, in 1980s. When it ended in 1992, well, this is when they went all the way through a different structure, change in the economic. And what happened, their system, well, January 1st, 2001, the country introduced the US dollar. Well, as we already know, a year and a half ago, El Salvador now has been in charge with using legal tender for Bitcoin now instead. So it's pretty exciting to see what's going on. Pay attention to the long versus the shorts. Seems like everybody's about 50-50 right now. Pretty exciting to see that happen now. It's kind of funny. So I do expect a little bit of a downtrend. But what has been happening? Why is Bitcoin rising? Why is it pumping? Well, over $320 million in Bitcoin and crypto liquidated in the last 24 hours as inflation data triggers market bounce. So that's one of your reasons, one of the problems, what's going on right now. Please don't forget, hit the like and subscribe. The algorithm will not move. People will not join the chat if we do not have the like. So we're going over a little bit. What else has happened recently? Well, BlackRock, I may have missed that on some of my channels, Bitcoin eligible investment to $15 billion fund. They have a floodgate possibilities of $8 trillion to $10 trillion to add to this market. We're talking about not even $1 trillion yet in Bitcoin crypto market cap. So could you imagine what BlackRock could do? So this is just the beginning stages. This is just the fun for once getting away from the FUD. So please, if you enjoy this stuff, we're going over it really quick. And then obviously, most of all, a lot of big talk here. Leaked Twitter code reveals secret crypto bombshell, raising serious Bitcoin and Dogecoin questions. Now, this is a big article here. I want to talk about this for a reason. This could really pump Dogecoin. And this could really pump Twitter in itself. There were some documents in the monetization part for Twitter showing that there was a tip option being created for Twitter. So it's pretty scary, pretty crazy. There could be very big positive things. Nothing but positivity can come from this. So good morning, Selner, to you, as I see in the super chat there. Well, this is just a big deal here, and it seems like Elon Musk has his fingers in everything. Twitter, right? Chat GTP was a part of that. We just talked about, obviously, SpaceX, as we know. There's a lot of things he's been doing, and it's like he's everywhere you go today. Stocks close higher. NASDAQ clinches fifth day of gains after CPI report shows cooling down in the inflation. So currently right now we do have a little bit of some cooling down. It's only a matter of time before they fuck this up, and excuse my French, but I'm a big believer in this. If they think everything is cooling down, well, they're fucking up right now. And that's my personal humble opinion. And I'm sure, Selner, you could agree with this. I'm sure you're still here. How is everything cooling down? So what's going to happen is they're going to fuck us up, put us in a recession. I really think they're making a big mistake here. It's nice to see the pumps. It's nice to have the pumps, don't get me wrong. But what I think they're doing is a big mistake. So stocks closed higher Thursday after December's consumer price report showed inflation cooled for the month, raising hopes that the Federal Reserve can once again show interest rate hikes. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 216.96 points, or 0.64% to close at 34,189.97. The S&P 500 added 34% to the end of the 3,983.17 move there. That's pretty interesting. But most of all, the NASDAQ, right? Composite closed up 64% at 11,000, marking a 5-day winning streak. That's the first rally of that length that technology-heavy index has seen since July. So obviously we can see what they're doing. This CPI report has a lot to do with what the confidence is in the market, whether we go talking about Bitcoin or the traditional markets. But that's what we're talking about here. That's pretty much the news and why we're pumping. And of course, as we talked about it earlier, right, we already know about the liquidations. And then we just keep hearing more and more interesting news. FTX has recovered over $5 billion in cash. So a lot of this stuff, a lot of this news has a lot of good positive feedback. So let's look at this chart for Jasmy as we get into it. What do we need? Well, just like the rest of the market, we're looking for a flip. We're looking for this bearish trend to be over. We're looking for it. Where is it? Well, if I looked at the daily chart for Jasmy, and this is a pretty scary chart because we've done this once or twice before, but I do have a left shoulder there. It's pretty confident, pretty comfortable being able to say so. If I can get to the 0.006 price, I would then be creating something which would finish my head and then start this right shoulder. We'd get a cup and handle. It would start falling, but this would be a right shoulder, taking us all the way to the 0.0082. So if anybody is interested in this, hit the like and subscribe. This is the Jasmy payment system. I will switch this up. Put this in the comment section so people know we were talking about this. You can follow me in the last video on my YouTube channel. I know we talked about it probably from here at the 0.0034, and I did say most likely get ready, but there is about 150% gain coming. Well, we have 141. So if you like 141% on your money, not guaranteed. Nothing in crypto is guaranteed, but high volatile waves, that's about all you can get in this guaranteed for crypto. I do expect Jasmy. I do expect the Jasmy price to be coming back towards the 0.0082. And when this does happen, ladies and gentlemen, if we do not, and this is one of the biggest important parts of the video because people miss this part, if we start getting that, we start going through, which I won't go down that far, but I'm trying to explain to you in detail what could happen. If something like that does occur, that's because we are still in a bear market, and that was the flipping price. That's the flipping price to be creating a bull market, a bull cycle for Jasmy. So if we are in, and that's very important to talk about because I know a lot of people want to know that answer, and nobody knows that answer except some experts and some people that maybe do pay attention to the crypto price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very confident, and I'm going to change the color. Let's do some type of, ooh, I don't know about that dark pink. Now, this is the cup and handle that I think could happen over time, longer period of time. As you can see, then it'll come down through into here, into this box, and a cup and handle for Jasmy until we get to the upward W and break through the resistance that we are currently finding. So there's a lot of resistance levels here, as you can see. I do believe that you can make headway. There will be a resistance level at each price. So 0.0042, resistance over and over, as you can see already happened. There's a matter of time before we just break through. Then the next box will take us somewhere around the 47 range. We'll break through that, and that's when you'll see the 0.006 price. If you want to sell then, we could get major resistance there instead. But we'll keep finding out as the FOMO continues for crypto. Not many people understand that the FOMO is real. So on this Bitcoin chart I want to show you, because Bitcoin is daddy, as we used to talk about that every day on my channel from last year. Bitcoin's daddy. And what daddy has to do right now is be the leader. And right now we're currently in this box looking for about a 19.4 Bitcoin. What we could receive here, if we don't continue to move to the upside, is a rejection at the 19,000 for Bitcoin. Now, this is a big possibility here. What I'm thinking could happen. So please pay attention to that. If we're looking at old support hitting resistance now. That's not really good, but it's better than getting new lower lows continuing to get this ABC correction. So we're hoping that it's over, just like Jasmy, left shoulder, coming in for the inverted head. What are we hoping for? What we're hoping for that the inverted head would come in, create a right shoulder here, build support here, and then your right shoulder would hopefully end at the 21.5, which is what I'm starting to find in this box. That is the price movement. That's what we're looking for. Double bottom M's, well, they're usually red, right? We give them in red, and I show you, please be careful because they're very dangerous. Hard to see them, but they continue to happen. And this is what happens. And if we break the 17.4 on Bitcoin, we're absolutely fucked. So this is the only way of saying it. It's the best way. It's without beating around the bush. Wall Street Peak gives it to you how it should be. I do see some support building hopefully here. It didn't start yet, but we need the support to build around where we're at. So if you want to bring it up a little, you can, but I do see major resistance coming at this. So we just want to repeat and build support here. If we get another rally to the upside, then that's even better, which would take us right to about the 21,000 precisely here. I do see that. It's pretty strong, right about there, so we can lower that a little. About 21,000 here shows me something could be happening. So let's see if we get this check mark coming in. If not, we will get a correction all the way back down, but this is what I think is going to happen. So a big cup and handle. Let's start doing it in white so people can see what I'm showing. Big cup and handle, and then like I said, probably that's where we peak. And then you might want to put a short position right here. Short position somewhere up here at the 20,000 all the way to the 21.5. Somewhere around here is my short position. So I'll make it pretty clear. I'll even type it because I don't want people to get misconstrued here. Misconstrued is the word. Short position right here. So somewhere right about there, that's what we're looking to do. It would be a brief one. I would not look to make a lot of money off that. But if we did establish our way up here, so obviously the green is the bullish scenario, and obviously the red is the down. I was going to say something else. Is the down. So, but we're in a movement. Where's the trend going? Well, the trend is going to the upside. So we're going to focus a lot more on the upside right now until we are decided, until technical analysis tells us differently. Pull out a couple charts, see maybe where we are. Get a little fun here. This is the best part of the channel, right? We have the best times. And looking at the daily, we are pretty high above on the daily. So like I said, coming into the 19,000, what I expect, well, looking at the RSI level alone, exponential moving average, let's see what we're doing there. So what's happening now is we're getting some really high resistance in the daily. It's saying we could be getting some. So we are probably going to fall down. What I expect to fall back down to would be nothing more than a 17.8 here or that 18.3 again. So, well, that's what I think is going to happen. That's pretty cool. All right. So I'm a fan of what I think is going to happen here. I'm a big fan of this. We're talking about what could happen for Bitcoin, then we're going to go. We're talking about this big cup and handle in the long term, and we're talking about this possible bottom end that could take us back down. Well, it looks like it could take us back to the 18.3. We could be trading back to the 18.3, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what happens. Keep your indicators, keep your levels. These are what they are here currently right now. Danger, warning, warning at the 18.3. As long as they stay above there, we're in great shape. And these are the prices I expect for us to climb through. So we have a couple of them. We have a couple good levels, a couple little prices to keep your eyes and pay attention to. Big cup and handle most likely coming through here. I know it's hard to see all this. I'm sorry. I got a lot of writing here, making a mess. I'm trying to clean it up for y'all. But this is the pattern we're currently in. It is a rising channel coming in. Double bottom M pattern, right? We already know the downward slope, but we're breaking above here. We want to see how long we could break above. If we could build support now here at this price, which is the 18.8, so maybe we're not worrying about 18.3. Maybe it is the 18.8. That's actually making a lot of sense. This is what I do, ladies and gentlemen. I sit here, I analyze, I pick until I find what is the one where I'm looking for. Now, the areas that I'm looking for is about there. Now, this is what we're concerned about because we've done this before. We've had a nice rising channel. We've done this before. And as I'm getting ready to conclude to the end of this video, I just want people to see the best and the fun part. I usually do this at the end. This is what we've done before. We've been here before. Now, if you see, we are not rising to the same magnitude. I'm trying to get to the bottom there. We are coming close, but we broke that. See what we did? We came all the way through, and I can even do this way, too, if you want. This would definitely still give me a different measurement. This is probably more precise. From the bottom, and as you can see right here, we're supposed to hit resistance here and fall. So this is actually impressive. This is very impressive. This impressed me very much because what is happening here is a pattern that could repeat now. So what is happening? Well, we got a big drop to the downside. There is a chance, and I'll repeat, there is a chance we get the repeat fall. The Feds, but what's happening with the CPI report is helping us not come in to this fall and get this repeat of hell. And these are the things that could happen. So I talk about this peaches and creams and sunshines and wonderful things, but look at that. Look at fucking that. So, I don't know, but I've harped on this before. We're not out of the woods yet. So it's very unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen, we are not. And I'll repeat. We are not out of the woods yet. So if you're one of those people who come to the channel, leave, and come in real quick and don't know what's going on, you must pay attention to what could be happening here. So we have a repeat here, same exact move, same exact fall afterwards. And if we repeat this, ladies and gentlemen, we don't pump through, we are in deep shit. So I may have to change the title to, we are probably at the most, and I'll repeat this, we are probably at the most crucial time in this daily chart I've ever seen Bitcoin in. The time is ticking, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty wild. I'm actually really concerned. One of those people who might lose sleep over this pattern. One of those people who need to see what is happening here a little more in depth. I may spend the rest of my day staring at these charts, hurting my brain, and no one deserves to have to do that, but ladies and gentlemen, do you see what I'm looking at? So we have to be very careful as we're getting resistance currently right now on the daily. We have 10 hours and 30 minutes before this candle closes, so please be careful. If we get major resistance here, which we're doing now, and get that fall all the way through, we're in a lot of trouble. I didn't realize that this... I did realize that this was always a possibility, but I didn't realize how serious this all is now, just from looking at this chart and what the history has done for us. So the history is real, ladies and gentlemen. Technical analysis is real. So please, you can take this with a grain of salt right now, but I'm really focusing and paying attention onto this as more and more I go through. We have this rising channel. It's very similar. I don't like what I'm seeing here. And the more and more I look at this, we could get a fall. And what happens? Well, the FOMO is just as real as going up as it is down. Your money starts falling, well, you start FOMOing in, which is getting out of your money, not into the market. You start FOMOing your doubt. You start FOMOing into FUD. And then before you know it, you're selling all your funds going up. This is it, this is it, this is it. And the only person that can create that type of problem is you. That's the truth. The only way that we start this FUD, the only way we start this panic is if everyone collectively gets together and starts panicking. So that's really what happens. And obviously, besides that happening, the whales, of course, the people that are higher up, people with more money, the people who can actually control the market, the people with billions of dollars, that's going to be what we're going to look into. So we really have to pay attention. We're probably at one of the most crucial times in a chart for Bitcoin that I've ever seen. And I'm not trying to grow FUD. This is probably going to be the title. I had to change everything up as we just ended the video here looking at that chart. I'm very concerned. I am not going to be at ease until I see that trend flip. So until we break what I just showed you at the end of this charts on TradingView on that chart, I'm not going to be at ease yet. So wow. Everyone, have a wonderful weekend. All this is going to result in is better prices, more Bitcoin, more dipping. I think there could be a chance. Now, we could have hit the bottom, common sense, but we won't know that until we break above that price there. 10 hours and 30 minutes. I'll see you about 10 hours and 30 minutes. I'm going to have to do a live around 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight. This is very interesting. Take care.